Hi and welcome to this nPro video tutorial. In this video I would like to show you which features are new in the version 3.0. So let's dive into it and let's create a new project. This screen is pretty similar to the previous version. If I click on new project, then we see what is the major change here. So now we have a geographical map where we can define our district heating network and also our buildings. That's the new feature in version 3.0. So we have different options to import data for the buildings. We can draw an area around an existing building area and then load the shapes of the buildings and the some basic parameters directly into the project. We can then also draw a network or the route of the network where we want to have it, and let's draw it like this. We can then connect different buildings like this, or we can also connect all of the buildings if we mark them all and then say connect to heat network. On the building level, we can change the parameters, and there are also some new features. So if I click on edit building, first we see that we can open this sub-dialog and have a look at the detailed parameters of the building. We can also see where data was enriched for this building. We have different building types added. So now we have something like libraries, something like mixed building types. If we have different zones in the buildings, we can define this here. We have other, if you have some special building type, production, and also something like warehouse. So if we choose mixed here, we can say define usage zones and then say what are the usage zones of this mixed building. For the space heating demand and the water demand, there are some new options to enter the demands. So you can now select, for example, heat load if you have the heat load of the building, and you can also select heat load and annual demand if you have both parameters. On the bottom, we have the energy system. There's only a minor change here if we select the heat pump, and if we use product data, we can define our own heat pump. That was already available in version 2.0, but here the calculation and also the interpolation is enhanced now, and it's more robust to use it. So if you enter the values here in the COP table, then you can do the calculation based on real data. All right, so we have several new options and possibilities to do the simulation. If I click here on heat network settings, we have many new settings. Well, the network temperature is not really new, but the others are pretty new. For example, regarding how to design or how to size the pipe network, what is the design criteria. The diversity factor is here a bit more clear than in the previous version, how to define it and how it is calculated. We have some hydraulic settings here. So regarding pressure losses in substations, in the energy hub, and so on. We can also differentiate between a central pump and decentral pumps. If we have, for example, fifth generation district heating and cooling networks, then we can use decentral pumps. And the pipe parameters can be defined in more detail. So we can differentiate between steel and plastic pipes, as well as single and twin pipes. And for the 5G DHC networks, we can also use uninsulated plastic pipes. And if we click on calculate district, then it will calculate all the buildings as well as the network diameters, and we can visualize different parameters. So the flow velocity, the diameter, of course, and some, for example, supply temperature. So different possibilities how to visualize the results. And this also applies for the buildings. So if we want to have the floor area, for example, visualized, then we can select this here. So that's the major new feature of version 3.0, this map representation of the network and the buildings. And if we click now on Energy Hub, there are also some minor changes here. So the first change is about the cost parameters. If we click on technology costs, then we can now select the geothermal boreholes, geothermal probes here as a cost, as well as the heat pump. Before in version 2.0, it was only one cost parameter, which was not so, not really so detailed. And here we can really differentiate between boreholes and heat pump. If you click then on size technologies, we also get not only the extraction rate for the geothermal source, but also the heat pump size. That's also new in this version 3. And if we click then on simulate system operation, then we get the analysis that was already in version 2. So we get the energy flow chart and the time series visualization. On the last page, we have the result page, and there are also a few enhancements. So on the economic results, we rearranged some elements and make it more clear. And there are also some new parameters that are calculated. For example, the internal rate of return is new, and you can change the parameters, the economic parameters directly here on the result page. So if you would like to change, for example, the interest rate, then you can do the calculation directly here on the result page, and you don't have to do the simulation again. You can also display now the years, so 2025 to 2045, for example, but you can change the year. That is the first one. And these are the most important enhancement. Maybe one word about the annual revenues. If you click here, then there's one new parameter, the one-time connection fee. So if you say that the building owners have to pay at the beginning of the project some fee to connect to the network, and that should be a revenue for the operator of the network, then you can select this here. All right. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have questions or comments about version 3 or in general, please use the comment box below. And thank you for your attention and see you next time.